So what we have here is the front mount and the bracket for the 86 GT swap here. And if I hold it up here, like so, and try to line it up with the hole in the block, the bracket hits the oil pan. So what you kind of have to do here is you're going to have to shave a little bit off the oil pan down here, and I'm going to shave a little bit off the bracket too. So you could probably shave the majority of it off the bracket, I would imagine. Just take this notch out of this bracket right there, and it'd probably be okay. I'm going to go a little bit on the bracket, and I'm going to go a little bit on the oil pan. Now fortunately on the oil pan, there's this area under here. Let me see if I can get, there it is. This area under here. This lip, there's a lip here, and this is the actual oil pan up here. But there's all this extra metal, aluminum here, that you can shave off. So I'm going to shave this portion off here, and then I'm going to also shave off the bracket. So here are the modifications I made to the front mount. All you got to do is just grind it down, and you're going to just grind it to fit. So just however much you got to take off is what you're going to grind off. And then here's the oil pan up underneath. You can see I took out the webbing in this area here. And it's just webbing, it's just a little bit of structural support. Doesn't really do much, at least not in this little front portion here. So you can kind of see how much I took out here versus where it's at over here. And that's all you really got to do. And now this thing fits. And there you go. And that's all you have to do for the front mount to get this to bolt on. That's it. And this is the only modification to the only mount that you have to make to bolt this in and get it on the cradle itself. Alrighty, so after modifying that front mount, I went ahead and I just did a test fit real quick. I mean, I knew it was going to fit on here, but I mounted it up real quick, and you can see that it's on here. Transmission bolted to the engine. And I'll show you the front mount real quick. So what I ground down ended up working out to be just the right amount. And there's a small gap in between the mount and the oil pan all the way around. And that's really all you got to do. That's all you have to do to mount this on this cradle. And here's the clearance over here on the firewall side. And continuing with the firewall side here. I mean, it fits just like a 3100 or a 3400 or a 3.5 LX9. It fits the same. The oil filter housing here, it's going to be a little tight. I went over that in another video, but I think you use a PF43, Delco PF43, and that'll clear the subframe here. But as you can see, it's pretty simple. Very, very simple swap. Bolts on like factory. It's a 60-degree V6, so all the metric bell housing pattern is there, and the front mount is essentially the same. So that's about it. Now what I still have to do here is we're going to do the L&J cam swap. I'll show you guys how that goes. We're going to replace the intake up here. We're not going to use this intake. We're going to use an LZ4 intake. We might do a cam spring swap. I don't know yet. Still undecided. But those will be coming in the future. But that'll wrap up this video. So feel free to subscribe for more updates on the LZ9 swap onto this 86 GT. And see you next time.